Buenos días a todos, soy Cine91, bienvenidos al capítulo 8 de Mass Effect 1. Continuamos donde lo dejamos tras rescatar a Liara de una horda Geth y de un Krogan. Y después se nos juntó en el equipo. Bien, justo después de la reunión acabamos, así que vamos a explorar la nave y a ver si hay nuevas conversaciones. Está Presley bugueado, tendría que estar abajo. Vamos a minar esto y hablar con él.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
¿Cuestionas mis decisiones?
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
A ver, preguntas personales.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
Y ahora estás aquí.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Bueno, ¿y aliens en la nave?
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Nunca rechaces la ayuda.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. Don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Eso espero, eso espero.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Bien, nos da un poco de rebeldía. Aunque bueno. Dada la contestación de él, pues es normal que contestáramos así. Bien, a ver, Joker.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
¿Seguro que es lo que quieres?
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
No, simplemente pasaba por aquí.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
Menos mal que Mass Effect 2 y Mass Effect 3 pues podemos hablar bastante más con Joker y conocer su historia, su forma de pensar. Aquí, bueno, a veces da pequeñas coletillas, pero sin más. Ahora vamos a hablar con Liara, a ver si nos dice algo. Está ya por aquí. Y lo tenemos aquí.
Commander, are you coming to check up on
Estaba
me?
muy preocupado por ti.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Es la mejor.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
No me des las gracias.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Lo sé.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Bueno, pues háblame más de Venecia.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
A lo mejor. Pareces preocupada.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Bueno, y háblame de la cultura Asari. Así sabemos un poco más de su especie.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Por eso esta especie es la parte neutral del consejo, los salarianos es la parte muy pasiva del consejo y los turianos es la parte más agresiva en tomar las decisiones. Normalmente estos las OSARs son buenas para espionaje, bueno, espionaje no, tácticas especiales donde no vayan al cuerpo a cuerpo. Al ser muy buenas bióticas, pues es lo que tienen. Los turianos ya son más de ataque frontal y los salarianos pues usan la tecnología y prefieren escabullirse y acabar las guerras antes que empiecen. Por eso sí que tienen muy buenos espías. Bueno, háblame de esos rumores.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Por eso si también escogéis el personaje femenino os podéis liar con Liara. Bueno, ¿cómo es eso posible?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Y ahí está la pregunta, así, siempre me pregunto por qué demonios la consejera Sari no nos hizo eso directamente y vio lo que vimos nosotros en la baliza y todo. Así ya sabría que no mentimos y que no es solo un sueño. Pero bueno, ¿y el otro progenitor?
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
¿Y quién fue tu padre? No, sí, el otro es. Te
Do you know who
preguntaron.
Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Bueno, esta pregunta no tiene sentido porque desde luego que pueden hacer eso. Antes de descubrir el viaje espacial, el planeta no creo que hubiese solo... O sea, habría más especies a lo mejor en su planeta, pero supongo que también se liarían entre asares, si no, acabarían con las demás especies. ¿No sabes quién era?
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Bueno, en Mass Effect descubriremos un problema genético en estas sangres puras, que se puede dar o no. Así que lo dejo ahí apuntado para el siguiente Mass Effect. Eso no lo sabes.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Bien, ahora la pregunta que teníamos aquí más o menos está aquí. ¿Y cómo tratáis ese asunto?
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Bueno, miles de
Few
años,
sapient
solo
species
vive
live
más
as long
alrededor
as
de
my
1000 años,
kind.
no miles.
We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Bueno, pues adiós.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
A ver en la taquilla si hay algo. Sí. Excepto la escopeta, lo demás ya lo tenemos, creo. A ver, Kaidan.
Anything you need, Commander?
A ver, evaluación táctica.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. Seems like a sweet girl.
Sí,
Easy on
bastante
the
dulce.
eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Pues a mí sí me gusta.
Just remember, Lieutenant, I saw her first.
Only by a few seconds, sir.
Bueno, quiero información personal. A ver.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Habla con libertad.
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
Tienen miedo de que sea verdad lo de los segadores. Es mejor culpar a los Gets o a Saren, algo conocido y poco trascendental. Bueno, te escucho.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
De acuerdo.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Así que crees que no fue un accidente.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. Bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Y háblame del Salto Fer.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Supongo que encontrarías amigos.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Así que teníais tiempo para hablar.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Así que te enamoraste de ella.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Podrías haberte divertido un poco. Bueno, exposiciones deliberadas.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Bueno, pues suena duro. Continúa.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The Grand Gateway to Humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Puedes hablar más.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner.
Eso ya lo sé, que eres un llorón.
Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Bien, ahí está mi habitación, que no hay nada. Y vamos abajo. Bien, vamos a hablar con Garrus. A ver.
Commander, how are you?
Ay, háblame de seguridad de la ciudadela y...
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
¿Cómo? ¿Cuáles?
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Es comprensible.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Así que te ibas a convertir en un espectro.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Qué típico.
Spoken like a true CSEC officer.
Yeah, it's a speech I've heard one too many times. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
A ver, sí, mola a veces no tener papeleo, burocracia, etcétera, pero no exactamente vamos a incumplir la ley.
Just because you
Lo
can
mínimo
break the
posible.
rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Si hay civiles de por medio, vamos a rescatar a los civiles, por ejemplo. Bueno, a ver, con Ashley...
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Claro.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Por no ser de la Alianza.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Corrección. Ahora mismo es una nave del Consejo, al tener un espectro de superior. O sea que ya no es de la Alianza. Bueno, esto es un poco duro para ellos, para ella. Así que le vamos a dar... No confías en los aliens.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Pero necesitamos aliados.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Algo que sucederá en Mass Effect 3. Muy bien visto. Qué cínica eres.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really.
Bueno, un poco sí.
Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
¿Y qué te hace pensar eso?
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Háblame de tu familia militar.
I never knew my family. Grew up an orphan on Earth. Anybody in your family I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. So why are you out here? Just trying to get away from Earth?
Para servir a la Alianza.
Mainly I wanted to serve. Protect the Alliance, save lives, you know.
Glad to hear it. I'd hate to think you were out here for a free college education.
Bueno, ¿y tu servicio?
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
Te mereces algo mejor.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
Bueno, pues comprendo tus sentimientos, más o menos.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
¿Y por qué no a mí?
Would you kiss anyone I ordered you to?
That depends, sir. If you ordered me to kiss a superior officer, that would be a violation of the regs concerning fraternization. That would make it an illegal order. I'd be required to decline and relieve you of command.
Claro, sí. Me vas a relevar,
Sir.
sí. ¿Y qué tal nos va?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Pues yo sí que la creo.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Bueno, unas cosas avanzan, otras cosas se destruyen. Bueno, unas cosas se crean, otras cosas se destruyen. Adiós.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
A ver, con Greg solo nos quedan ya dos.
We've got Saren on the run.
Así es.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Ah, ya te cruzaste con él entonces.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought I was important.
Eso lo decidiré yo.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Así que Saren te reclutó.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
¿Y qué estaba haciendo?
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Háblame de la carga.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
¿Y la nave entonces?
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
Hombre, comparado con los Krogan, Volus contra Krogan, pues no. Eso es todo.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Buen instinto. Bueno, pues nos vemos.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Y solo queda Tali. Vamos a examinar esto.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Pareces preocupada.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
Sin ruido no puedes dormir.
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Así que sientes nostalgia.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
Que tú volverás, ¿no?
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Bueno, pues hasta otra.
I should go.
See you later.
Aunque, espera.
Hey,
Ahí había
Shepard.
algo de esa...
You need something?
Ah, no. No, nada más.
I should go.
Pensaba que había puesto algo
See
de
you
sal.
later.
Bien, pues ya hemos hablado con todos. Así que nos vamos. Vamos a abrir el mapa. Vamos a alejarnos. Bien. Vamos al sistema Esparta, que es donde estaba la misión de del almirante Kahoku. Bueno, es almirante.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Muy bien, pues iremos para allá cuando terminemos esta misión. Aquí como visteis brillar, así. Aquí hay uno. Un disco de datos proteanos, otro coleccionable, en misión secundaria. Vamos a ver por aquí si hay alguno. No. Venga, ahora vamos a revisar los planetas. Aquí no. Tampoco.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Muy bien, pues aquí es donde iremos después, a Edonos. A prospección. tierras raras. Normalmente suele haber siempre un planeta que se pueda viajar o una nave espacial en cada bueno, en cada sistema, perdón. Depósito de gas. Y entonces vamos. Creo que ya no faltaba ningún planeta más. No. Bueno, este es un planeta sin más, sin poca relevancia, así que vamos a aterrizar ya. Y ahora tenemos que elegir a quién llevarlos. Bueno, para que veáis cómo son, voy a llevar a Tali y a Liara. Aparte ya las preparé de antemano. Bien, vamos al pelotón. Tenemos 4 puntitos. Voy a desbloquear la armadura pesada, que tenemos una así bastante buena ya preparada. Y ahora con Liara ya va a ser más complicado. Muy bien. Esta va a llevar los primeros auxilios, ya que aún encima aumenta. Tali también tenía primeros auxilios, creo. Sí, pero no los va a usar. Esta rama nos la vamos a librar. Así que... así recarga antes las habilidades bióticas de ella. Y ahora vamos a ver. Alfamiento no vamos a coger, para eso ya tenemos la singularidad. Así que lo importante va a ser un poco la barrera para fortalecer sus escudos, un poquitín de lanzamiento, alteración también está bien para debilitarlos ya de antemano. Vamos a desbloquear la singularidad. Así. El estasis también viene bien de vez en cuando. Y ahora nos vamos a centrar en la electrónica un poco, para aumentarle los escudos. Hasta aquí creo. Electrónica, no estás al máximo. Yo sí, o sea que yo ya puedo descodificar al nivel máximo este. Y tal, y la decodificación también tiene al nivel máximo. Así que en teoría podemos abrir todo ahora. Muy bien, vamos a seguir, le vamos a aumentar más los escudos, creo. Bueno, así es. No, esto. Primeros auxilios avanzados. Y vamos a aumentarle más la singular, no, el lanzamiento, que es bastante importante. Así de momento. Ahí faltaba. ¿Qué falta? Ah, Tali. Es verdad. Vamos a ver qué le podemos meter aquí. Para que tenga escopeta ya. Esto se lo vamos a aumentar casi al máximo. Bien, vamos a mirar el mapa. Tenemos restos que nos dan pequeñas bonificaciones de armamento, etcétera. Señal de emergencia, que es la principal, y después tenemos la anomalía. Así que primero voy a investigar por aquí y después ya voy a ir aquí. A ver si hay algo que no aparezca en el mapa. Muchas cosas no aparecen en el mapa y por eso. Sí. Como veis en el minimapa hay una zona naranja. tenía que estar aquí. Bolonia. Y tierras raras. Nos quedamos con un poco y la marcamos. A ver, las misiones secundarias. Diario. En tarea tenemos los discos de datos proteanos de momento, que es coleccionable. También esto es coleccionable, que son los diferentes materiales. Tenemos que encontrar gas, tierras raras, metales ligeros y metales pesados en esta cantidad. Y de momento no, nada más. Después aún habrá otros 3 coleccionables más. Vamos a marcarle aquí. Lo de las tierras raras creo que es importante hacerlo porque te dan bonificaciones después en el más efectos una vez que las completes. Así que es importante hacerlas. Las demás sí que ya son muy opcionales. Aquí tenemos otra nave de exploración. Destruida. Y aquí tenemos todos los recursos. Vamos a por ellos.
Got it.
Vamos a prospectar. Bien, metal ligero. Epa. Uy, no sabemos que ha bugueados ahí. Vemos que estaba el marco cerca y pudimos salir.
I'm on my way.
Muy bien. Epa, aquí sí. Vamos a comenzar la derivación. Es de las difíciles. A ver. Esto. Mejora de armadura, armas y munición. Bueno, sin más. Vamos aquí a la anomalía. Un cadáver. Vas a recuperar el artefacto. Placa de identificación. Esta es otro coleccionable más. A ver. Tenemos este. Ah, aquí está. Ya nos dio una placa de identificación. También hay medallones de liga por aquí. Así que esos son los coleccionables. Lo bueno es que nos da experiencia y así nos ayuda a subir de nivel. Ahí están todos. Ahí es el objetivo. Está demasiado destruido y está en una zona sin muchas montañas. Eso puede ser que haya un bicho que no me gusta nada, sobre todo en esta dificultad, que te puede estrofar la nave y a ti en un golpe. Así que espero que no sea, y si lo es, rezar para que tengamos suerte. Vamos a ir poco a poco, a ver si es verdad. Mierda. Por favor, no te ocultes. Dispara el puñetero ácido. Hay que tener cuidado con el ácido, pero si se queda quieto... No. Mierda. Eso es lo que no quería que hiciera. En teoría por aquí ya no nos puede dar. Por favor, no aparezcas debajo de mí. Esta es la mejor estrategia que se puede seguir. Quietecitos, espera que os lance el ácido. El ácido también os daña un huevo, pero es peor que os salga de debajo y os rompa el mango de un golpe. En el Mass Effect 2 pues tendremos que vencer a uno de estos a pie. Solo que ahí ya tendremos armas un poco mejores que las que llevamos. Y estás muerto. Sí. Con este te hace sudar, Joder. Bien, vamos a investigar los cadáveres.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
O sea que una trampa, directamente.
It appears these men were under the command of Admiral Kahoku. He will want to know what happened here.
Sí, iremos ahora ya a la ciudadela. Bien, y creo que ya no hay nada más por aquí. Son bastante territoriales las fauces trilladores, así que por aquí ya no hay, solo hay uno. A lo mejor en este planeta hay más, pero no suele haber. En esta zona sí, no parece que haya ningún resto más de prospección. Así que, bueno, nos vamos. Pues sí que estamos cerca, de aquí a aquí solo. Con la N, sí, ya volvíamos. Bueno, 42, 43 minutos. Lo vamos a dejar aquí, va a ser un episodio un poco más corto. Pero bueno, ya en el siguiente ya iremos a la ciudadela a completar esa misión de todo y hablar con la Sari Nasana, creo que se llamaba, para ver qué nos quiere. Supongo que otra misión secundaria. Así que bueno, espero que os haya gustado. Si es así, dadle un like. Si no estáis suscritos al canal, suscribiros y que tengáis un buen día. Hasta el siguiente capítulo.